Here's a Master Fans. We're going to do a restoration on this Compaq keyboard. Had this one in the stock for a while, and I just love this thing. You can see it's obviously super yellowed. This is a Enhanced 3 keyboard from well back in the day, but it does have the PS2 connector, so it's not super old. But if we take a look at it here, you can see no window key. So this is definitely not geared towards PC machines necessarily, but very cool. So let's go ahead and get this disassembled and we can start cleaning it up. If you've ever been curious what years and years of grossness looks like, here you go. Overall, this keyboard doesn't look too dirty, but like most keyboards, especially the ones with these mechanical keys, they trap so much nasty stuff in here. There really is only one way to make sure it's super clean, and that's to pull all those keys, take it apart, and really give it a good scrub down. So we're just tossing everything in the big bin here, and then we'll clean it off with some soap and water, and then we'll scrub and retrobrite. Alright, well, almost done getting this first part this double-sided tape in here is actually in really good shape. But the label was barely adhered on, so I think it just needed to come off, and we'll have to reset that once we're done cleaning. But just look at how much gunk and hair and dust collects in these old keyboards. If you're using a mechanical, like I said, make sure you clean this thing. Alright, with the keys removed, let's take out the screws and the little stands here, and we'll get this case apart so we can get everything washed. Alright, now we've got the top cover off. There's 4 more screws to get this pad off, and then we should be able to see the circuit board underneath and get that back panel into the bath as well. So this is pretty cool. The initial quality test sticker was still inside from September 22nd, 1992. So now we know the age of this keyboard. I'm guessing it's never been opened based on this. Alright, here is the circuitry setup. Very simple on these. A couple of delicate little ribbon cables we have to be careful of. To get that front plate off, we got to take out all these little screws. There's quite a few, so we got a little container to put them in. And there you go, made in the USA. Let's get this apart and take a look. And here's the inside of the keyboard with all the track traces. This is actually 3-ply plastic in here. I was a little worried about taking this apart just because I didn't really know what to expect and I didn't want to damage anything, but this is pretty darn resilient. And I think we'll be just fine. This part of the keyboard we'll leave just as is. We got all of the screws right there, and now we can move forward with cleaning this, and we will take the gel pad off of this, clean that as well, and the plastic front. That way everything should be nice on the inside, and we can start retrobriting this keyboard. Okay, first things first, we're going to spray this off with some water to get most of the thick gunk off. And then we've got some soap here that's going to wash up everything else with a sponge, and a little toothbrush for any of the stubborn spots. And we should be good to start retrobriting. We got a nice sunny day going. Let's get it going. So first up, let's blast this with some water here. Alright. Amazing how clean that came with just a little water, which is good because that means most of this isn't very greasy. And we should be good there, so go ahead and take our toothbrush out for the moment. Get our soapy water going. This should knock off most of the dirt and grime, allowing the retrobrite to work a little bit better. And we may lose some of the stickers in the process, but most of those are inside. You never see them anyway. Not too terribly worried about that. The biggest thing is the plastic gel pad on the back. Definitely want to try and be gentle cleaning that. Alright, if you're wondering, it was as tedious as it looks. But all the keys are scrubbed. Now we just have to drain this off, rinse off the little inner pieces, rinse these pieces off, and we can get started on retrobriting. And on into the retrobrite. Stay tuned for part 2. If you like this content, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll follow up on this after some hours of sunlight.